I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take a new song. And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough I'm back, you know that I never left. I got tracks and some music that you never guessed. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got heart. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, cause I'm great at that. Oh, you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, 100, don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing, I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes.
How you doing, Nagi? I appreciate you joining the stream.
Your identity is mind over everything.
How you doing, Nagi? I appreciate you joining the stream. I honestly forgot to like mute myself.
I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so what? You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Never breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
Although, guys, just letting you guys know I'm talking, I'm just trying to focus on what I'm studying. You guys can like talk to me though.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. Have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know.
That's not even gonna lie, this is so boring. I'm reading a textbook right now. I don't understand anything. I mean, honestly, I'm like used to commentating while I stream, but I can't even commentate because I'm doing my college stuff, so I gotta just be quiet and like, just gotta study while I'm quiet. Guys, I feel like this is one of the most awkwardest streams I've done. I can't even talk anything because I can't read my textbook out loud. In the other hand, I'm just it's a pretty quiet stream, guys. Although I was getting a little distracted while I was doing my college stuff, so I thought this is going to be perfect. Is it called stop to it? Guys, I cannot find the word. I'm exhausted after my Python stream. should have maybe on the fan. Guys, I don't know what to talk.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up.
Okay, guys, let me lock in. Let me lock in.
I pop off with the new rock. Electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take a new song. You cannot save me.
Okay, this should be the key term. Guys, I wish I could show my screen, but apparently I can't show my screen because this is college-related stuff. I think this was the worst idea to stream on. I thought it would be kind of fun. This is the kind of boring stream. I mean, that aside, might go with some more Python streams. Might just do Python right now. Guys, let me know if you guys want me to do a few Python this thing, write a few Python codes, because I feel this stream the stream feels way too boring when I can't talk anything. I'm used to commentating while streaming, guys.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get on safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get on safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all
Guys, honestly, I feel this is getting way too boring. I should probably share my screen or something. I still gotta complete like all that stuff though.
Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't
Okay, honestly, I think this should have been studying for my college exam. I guess I just start streaming some Python. I should probably change the title. Guys, I feel I know better learning my college stuff when like I'm not streaming. Let me say. Game logic. Python exclamation. Okay, now let me try figuring out how to add my display. There we go. Okay, hope you guys can see that nicely. Maybe I shrink it a little. Okay, let's see if you guys can see that. Because guys, I don't mind like studying without talking on stream, but I'm used to commentating way too much. Okay. Let me just get my this thing a little up. Honestly, I think that's perfect. Maybe I shrink this a little. Okay. That should be good. Actually, I feel like my webcam should be a little lower than my. Let me get that down there. I should have done this before streaming, guys. Okay, get that up there. Get my webcam there. Okay, that should be good. Okay, I guess I'd add some Python code. This should have been a stream that I like study for my exams. Guys, I'm way too distracted. That aside, let me go with Control A, delete this. Okay, finally I can commentate when I'm doing Python stuff. When I'm like streaming my college stuff, I cannot commentate because that's like classified information, my college stuff. Okay, so I can start off by importing Pygame. And guys, yeah, if you guys didn't know, I am doing like a Python 400 series. It is on my channel. That aside, I like exited that stream because I had some college stuff to do, but I couldn't resist anymore, guys. Okay, let me import a bunch of modules. For example, let me import the sys module. Let me import, let's see, the random module because I am going to be working with random numbers. And then let me go ahead and import the type module. Okay, maybe like unmute myself here. There we go. Okay, let me check if this thing is going good. Increase the volume from. Okay, perfect. Let me start off by initializing Pygame by tapping pygame.net. Guys, this is way too random. I was literally planning to study for my exam. Okay, and then I add a comment that says game variables. These are going to be my game variables. What game variables do I need? Let's see. Maybe I fixed my typo. Okay, I'll need a gravity variable for adding gravity in Python. I'll set that equal to 0.5. Guys, can I not spell variables? There we go. Okay, what else do I need? Let's see. I'll need a clock variable for FPS. I'll go with clock equals to pygame dot type dot capitalize clock. This is going to be my FPS controller. Guys, I honestly might just move on to some more college studying. This is just for some break, I guess. I got distracted. Okay, FPS equals to 60 frames per second. Then let me go ahead and load images. Before I load images, let me add my display. I'll go with display. Okay, for my display, I'll go with a width variable and a height variable. I'll set my width variable to be 1000, height variable to be 650. Okay, and then let me go ahead and create a screen variable. So that equal to pygame.display.set_mode. My mode is going to be my width variable and my height variable. Okay, and then let's see, maybe I add a caption as well. I'll go with a pygame.display.set_caption. My caption is going to be something like, I don't know, guys, I'll keep a cheesy name, Calamity 1.1. Maybe I fix my Calamity spelling. Okay, perfect. Now let me load my images. So I'll have a hero image for my player. So that equal to pygame.image.load. I'll give the file path of my image. My file path is going to be game item followed by 2 forward slashes followed by, let's see, my player, 2 more forward slashes. Guys, I swear this should have been my studying for college, studying for my exam stream. Why did I start programming? Okay, let me go ahead and import my skeleton image as well. Skeleton underscore image, also that equal to pygame.image.load. I'll give my file path game item followed by 2 forward slashes followed by NPCs, 2 more forward slashes, my skeleton PNG. Honestly, guys, I might move on to studying for my college stuff again. This is like a quick little break. I will convert this to alpha. Okay, and then let me go ahead and load my dragon underscore image. I'll set my dragon underscore image to be equal to pygame.image.load. I'll give my file path. My file path is going to be game items followed by 2 forward slashes followed by NPCs, 2 more forward slashes. Let's see, my dragon PNG. Okay, honestly, I might have to load a meat image as well for like my player to recover HP every time he eats the meat. Okay, now let me load my meat image. So I'll go with meat underscore image, also that equals to pygame.image.load. I'll give my file path. My file path is going to be game items followed by 2 forward slashes followed by meals, 2 more forward slashes. My meat PNG, since it is a PNG, I will convert it to alpha. Convert underscore alpha. Okay, and then let me go ahead and load my potion image. Potion underscore image equals to pygame.image.load. I'll give my file path. So it's going to be game items followed by 2 forward slashes followed by potions, 2 more forward slashes. Let's go with buff potion PNG. Maybe shrink it a little. Okay, and since this is a PNG, I will convert it to alpha. Alright, perfect. Okay, next up, let me transform and load my transform and scale my images because right now my images are going to be like massive. Okay, transform and scale. There we go. So let me start off by defining a scale function. I'll add 2 parameters, image and factor parameter. Factor is going to be 0.1 by default. Okay, and then let me go ahead and return pygame.transform.scale. What do I want to scale? I want to scale my image. Maybe I fix the spelling of transform. Okay, and then my size is going to be in a tuple. I'll go in a new line, type a integer. I'll get my images width and multiplied by my factor, and I'll also get my images height and multiplied by my factor. Image.get underscore width multiplied by my factor. Okay, and then I'll add a comma, go with another integer. I'll get my images height, and then I'll multiply that by my factor as well. Maybe fix my factor spelling here. Okay, now let me go ahead and transform and scale my images. So I'll transform my hero underscore image first. I'll set that equal to, invoke my scale function. I want to transform my hero underscore image, and then I'll go with my skeleton underscore image. I'll set that equal to, invoke my scale function. I want to transform my skeleton underscore image. Then let me go ahead and transform my dragon image. I'll set that equal to, invoke my scale function. Let me transform my dragon image. I'll do the same for my meat PNG. So meat underscore image is going to be equal to, invoke my scale function. I want to transform my meat image. Okay. Honestly, my meat image is going to be smaller than my hero image, skeleton image, and dragon image. So I will add a factor of 0.05, which is relatively smaller than 0.01. That is 10%. Then let me go ahead and add, let's see. Let me scale my potion underscore image, also that equal to, invoke my scale function. I want to scale my potion image. My potion image factor slash size will be 0.05 as well. Okay, and then what else? Let me see. Actually, okay, I'm just checking if everything's going good. That aside, let me go ahead and add a floor, honestly, because my player would need something to stand on and like basically a floor. So my floor is going to be a rect. So I'll set my floor equal to pygame.rect. Okay, I'll give the x-axis, y-axis, width, and height. My x-axis is going to be 0, y-axis is going to be 500, width is going to be my displays width 1000. Height is going to be, let's see, around 300. Okay. Alright, what else do I need? I would need a windscreen. I'll go with the windscreen. So for my windscreen, I'll load my windscreen UI. So I'll go with win underscore screen underscore UI. I'll set that equal to pygame.image.load. I'll give the file path of my windscreen UI. My file path is going to be game item followed by 2 forward slashes followed by screens, 2 more forward slashes, my windscreen UI. And I will convert this. I won't convert this to alpha because I'm not going to be using this as a PNG. Okay, and then I'll transform and scale this. So I'll go with win underscore screen underscore UI. So that equal to fix my typo. Okay. I'll go with pygame dot transform dot scale. Did I fix my typo? That is correct spelling. I spelled it correct. Oh, there we go. Okay, I want to scale my windscreen UI. The size is going to be a tuple. The size will be my display's width and my display's height. Okay, perfect. And then let me go ahead and add, let's see. Let me create a font. So I'll go with win underscore font. This is basically going to be the font that I use, or win text font, because I am going to be displaying a text on the screen. So a font is like having a font, if that made any sense, guys. This is where I should do my college stuff. Why am I doing this? Let me go with pygame.font.capitalize font. My font type will be none. That's basically Pygame's default font. The size will be 50. Okay, and then let me do the same thing for my loose screen. So I'll go with loose underscore screen. Okay, for my loose screen, I'll create a loose underscore screen underscore UI. Also that equal to pygame.image.load. I'll give the file path. So my file path is going to be game items followed by 2 forward slashes followed by screens followed by 2 more forward slashes, my loose screen PNG. I will convert this. Okay, and then let me scale it. So I'll go with my loose screen UI. Also that equal to pygame.transform .scale. I want to scale my loose screen UI. The size is going to be in a tuple, my width comma height. Okay, then I'll go with a loose underscore text underscore font. This is going to be the font that my game is going to be. I'm going to display this font when I lose the game. I'll go with pygame.lowercase font.capitalize font. My font type will be none. Pygame's default font size will be 50. Okay, let me just check if I'm audible. Alright, perfect. Okay, what else would I need? Let's think. I honestly can't think of anything, so let me start creating my classes now. This is going to be my game class. The reason I am creating a game class is because I want my, I'm creating a game class. Yeah, because I would need it to like reset my stuff eventually, so I'll add my game states, my objects, and everything inside of my game class. First thing that I'm going to be adding is, let's see. I'll go with game state. Okay, for my game state, let me add a game dot. Actually, I might add a dungeon init constructor first. So I'll define a dungeon init constructor. My dungeon init constructor, let's see, will it have any parameters? It won't have any parameters, so let me go with my game state. Okay, I'll go with a game underscore over boolean variable. Also that equal to, this should be self. Guys, my bad. I already like streamed this for 3 hours on my like actual video. I started streaming on shorts to like test how it works, and also for like working on my college stuff apparently, but it didn't work out. I got too distracted. Now I want to program again. Okay, so game underscore over is going to be set to false because my game hasn't been, because I haven't lost yet. Let me go with a self.game one. Okay, I haven't won yet, so I'll set that equal to false as well. And then I would need a few collision flags. So what would I need for my collision flag? This will be underscore. Okay, let's see. My collision flag, since I have a dragon NPC and a skeleton NPC, I'll go with self.dragon. This is not going to be in a comment. I'll go with self.dragon. I'll set that self.dragon underscore collision. Okay, I'll set that equal to false because I haven't collided yet. Self.skeleton underscore collision. Also, that equals to false as well because I haven't collided yet. Okay, skeleton underscore collision. Alright, perfect. So that's dragon collision and skeleton collision flags. Let me honestly go ahead and add a few more parameters. Honestly, I'll add a few parameters later, but before that, let me go ahead and create my move class. So basically, what is a move class? A move class is like, it's gonna have my x-axis and y-axis parameter. Since all my objects are gonna be having x-axis and y-axis parameter, instead of adding that individually to everyone, I'm gonna add it to one class. So I'll go with a move class. Okay, and then I'll define a dungeon in it. Constructor, my dungeon in it will have x underscore velocity, which is going to be equal to 0 by default, and a y-axis underscore velocity, which is going to be equal to 0 by default as well. Then let me go ahead and add a self.x underscore velocity, also that equal to x-axis underscore velocity, and then a self.y-axis underscore velocity, also that equal to y-axis underscore velocity. Okay, what else would I need? Let's think. I honestly wouldn't need anything from my move class, so let me go ahead and create a class for my game object. Okay, my game object class will inherit from my move class. There we go. Oh my gosh, my eye is going in my hair. My hair is going in my eyes. Let me define a dungeon in it. Okay, now I will need to add all the parameters of my move class here. So I'll go with x-axis underscore velocity, y-axis underscore velocity. Honestly, I might not have to add it here. I'll just add a image parameter and a position parameter. My position parameter is going to be equal to a tuple of 0, 0. Okay, and then let me go ahead and add a super parentheses dot dungeon in it. Let me add a super dungeon in it. Okay, for my super dungeon in it, I'm going to be having all my parameters from my move class and my game objects class. Actually, just my move class. So x-axis underscore velocity equals to x-axis underscore velocity. Let me add that here. Go with x-axis underscore velocity equals to 0, y-axis underscore velocity equals to 0 as well. X-axis underscore velocity, y-axis underscore velocity equals to y-axis underscore velocity. Okay, that's basically it. Okay, and then let me go ahead and create a few instance variables for my image. Self.image equals to my image. Self.rect is going to be equal to my self.image.get underscore rect. Okay, and now I'll need a position. My position is going to be top left, which is going to be equal to a tuple of my position. Okay, actually not a tuple, just my position. Alright, perfect. And then let me add a mask. Okay, why am I creating mask? The reason I'm creating masks is because I am going to be using pixel perfect collision here. So masks is going to be pretty useful here. So I'll go with pygame.mask.from underscore surface. And guys, I actually want to go to the restroom real quick as well. You go sub.image. So I could like hold it in for a bit. Okay, that aside, what all will my game objects class have? It would need a automate method. Automate is basically moving your NPCs on their own. Okay, so I'll go with self.rect.x-axis. I'll increase it by my self.x-axis underscore velocity. Okay, that's basically it for my automation. Although automating is like my NPC is gonna constantly move. What if I wanted the NPC to loop? Like once he exits my window, I want him to spawn back on my window. I'll go with a loop. Maybe I'll add a comment that says loop. Okay, for loop, I'll add a if statement. If my self.rect.x-axis, if my NPC's x-axis is, let's see, greater than, actually less than 0. Okay, I'll set my self.rect.x-axis to be equal to 850. This basically means if my NPC exits off the window from here, or like, can you guys even see it in shorts? If my NPC exits off the window from here, he's going to spawn back from there. So it's like going to be an endless loop. Okay, that's basically it for my automate. So let me go ahead and add a, let me define a draw method as well. My draw method will have a parameter of surface. I'll go with surface equals to screen by default. Okay, and then let's see. I'll go with surface.blit. I want to blit my self.image and self.rect. Alright, perfect. That's basically it for my game objects. Now let's go ahead and create my hero class. So I'll create a class. For my hero class will inherit from my game objects class. Okay, let me go ahead and define a dungeon init constructor method for my hero. What all parameters would my hero class have? My hero class will have all the parameters that my game objects class have, plus if he needs any additional parameters. So I'll go with x-axis underscore velocity, y-axis underscore velocity. Let's go with image. Let's go with position. Let's go with jump strength because my hero is going to be able to jump. Okay, let me actually keep the x-axis velocity to be 5 pixels per frame, y-axis velocity to be equal to 5 pixels per frame, image to be equal to my hero image, position to be equal to a tuple of 100 by 300. Lastly, jump strength to be equal to, I don't know, -4. Okay, and then let me go ahead and add a super.dunder init. So let me fill in all the parameters of my game objects class, which is image. My image is going to be equal to my image parameter that is set to my hero image. X-axis underscore velocity is going to be equal to my x-axis underscore velocity. Y-axis underscore velocity is going to be equal to my y-axis underscore velocity, which is 5 pixels per frame. Lastly, position is going to be equal to position. Okay, which is set to 100 by 350. Now let me go ahead and create a instance variable for my jump strength. So self.jump underscore strength is going to be equal to jump strength. Okay, guys, I should actually be studying for my college stuff. I don't know what am I doing. Okay, let me go ahead and define. Let's see, what do I want to define? My hero will have a move method, so let me go ahead and define a move method. Keys. Okay, it is going to be having a keys parameter. Now let's add a bunch of if statements. If my said hi, how are you doing, Bram? Guys, I apologize if I can't pronounce names. I'm horrible at pronunciations. That aside, how are you doing? I appreciate you joining the stream. Let me just check if that works. Okay. Okay, so if my keys at index of pygame.k is right, if my right key is pressed, I will do something. Let's see, let me increase my self.rect.x-axis by my self.x-axis underscore velocity. And if my keys at index of pygame.k is left, if my left key is pressed, okay, I will fix my typo. Calculate myself dot rect dot x-axis. I will increase, actually I will decrease that by myself dot x-axis underscore velocity. Okay, and lastly, if my keys at index of pygame.k is space, if my spacebar is clicked, I'll do something else. I'll go with self.rect. Actually, my self.y-axis underscore velocity is going to be equal to my self.jump strength. Okay. And then what else would my player have? My player would have a apply gravity method because I want to apply gravity to my player. So I'll go with self.apply underscore gravity. Actually, let me define apply gravity method. So I define apply gravity, okay, and then I increase my self.rect.y-axis or my self.y-axis underscore velocity by my gravity variable, and then my self.y-axis underscore velocity or self.rect.y-axis by my y-axis underscore velocity. Okay, there shouldn't be a rect here though. Okay, then let me, this basically applies gravity. For example, it is going to be pulling my player down forever. I need a landing, a floor for my player. So let me go ahead and add a floor. My floor, let me go with landing. Okay, for landing, how would I create a floor? Let me add a if statements. If my self.rect.x-axis or y-axis, okay, actually bottom, if my player's bottom is greater than or equal to my floor variable dot y-axis, maybe I'll go with plus 20. This is just depending on the pixels, guys. I'll go with self.rect.bottom. I'll set that equal to my floor dot y-axis. And guys, I know I'm not explaining anything properly right now. It's because I'm dead exhausted. I should be doing my college stuff, but I don't know what am I doing. Okay, let me go with the self.y-axis underscore velocity. I'll reset that to be equal to 0. Honestly, guys, I actually might use a restroom real quick, so give me a sec. Let me, don't I have like a beard back scene here? Oh, I do. Okay, give me a second, I'll be right back. I do not have a beard back scene here. Hold on, guys. this doesn't look good. Maybe I add it here. Da-da-da. Go with okay. Let's add it. Let me go with the right back. Guys, there's no way I forgot to add a right back scene. Okay, that's not my beard back scene though. I didn't even add music or anything here. This is like awful. Okay, da-da-da. Huh. Okay, let me just check if my mic's working. I should have done this before starting the stream. Okay, what if... Alright, it does work. Okay, guys. Give me like around 3 minutes. I'll use the restroom real quick and be right back. Alright, mic testing, mic testing. Okay, perfect. Da-da-da. Alright, and guys, this is the first time vertically streaming, so I don't even know like anything I gotta do. I'm like going as a complete beginner here. I usually stream horizontally, so I have all my outlets and everything there, or like overlays and everything there. I don't got anything here. Okay, and honestly, I actually might just end the stream sooner today because I know I just started and everything. I'm real exhausted, guys. I was just done with a 3-hour long stream. This was supposed to be a test and me just learning from my college stuff. Apparently, I got distracted. Okay, that aside, let's see, what else would I need to add? Let me go ahead and create a class for my skeleton. This is going to be a skeleton class. Okay, my skeleton class will inherit from my game objects class. Okay, let me go ahead and define a dunder init constructor for my skeleton. My skeleton will have x-axis velocity, y-axis velocity, image and position. My x-axis velocity is going to be equal to 6 pixels per frame. X-axis is going to be 6 pixels per frame. Image is going to be equal to my skeleton image. Position is going to be equal to, let's see, a tuple of 0, 0. Guys, I honestly want to start playing some games. It's been a while since I have. Thunder in it. I guess after my 100-day series. Image is going to be equal to image. Position is going to be equal to position. X-axis underscore velocity is going to be equal to x-axis underscore velocity. Y-axis underscore velocity is going to be equal to y-axis underscore velocity. Okay, this is honestly basically all that I need. I wouldn't even need to add any methods here. Go ahead and create a dragon class. Guys, I'm not going to be adding much details to this game. This is going to be simple. I just created like a detailed game here. And like, this was the detailed one that I created.
Mission, collect 10 gold coins.
I'm the voice artist, by the way.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, guys, this was the game that I eventually like created, but then I don't have strength to make this again. I will make a basic one. Let me just try winning this real quick.
Cha-ching.
I don't know if you guys can hear the voice, but that's like literally me. Okay, if I take damage, I take damage.
Ching-ching. Ching-ching.
Just claim that, boom, I win.
Completed. Sit back and wait for further instructions, warrior.
Okay, now with that out of the way, I'll just complete the basic outlet of this game because I am real exhausted, guys. Okay, dungeon at x-axis underscore velocity equals to x-axis underscore, actually, equals to like, I don't know, 8 pixels per frame, y-axis underscore velocity. I add a comma there. Equals to 8 pixels per frame as well. Image equals to my dragon image. Position equals to, let's see, maybe 100 by 500. Honestly, I think 500 by 100. Is it x-axis 500, y-axis 100? This should be good. Okay, so I defined a dungeon init here. Excuse me, guys. Let me go ahead and add a, I don't know, a super dot dungeon init. Okay, my super dungeon will have a image parameter which is going to be my image, a position parameter which is going to be equal to my position, a x-axis underscore velocity parameter which is going to be equal to my x-axis underscore velocity, a y-axis underscore velocity parameter which is going to be equal to my y-axis underscore velocity. Okay, let me just check, guys. I don't think I want to complete this. This is way too exhausting. Okay, let's see. Is my stream like even going good? Okay. Let me go ahead and create a class for my drops. I think I should like do something else on this stream. Yeah, I'll go ahead and define a dungeon init constructor x-axis underscore velocity equals to x-axis underscore velocity, y-axis underscore velocity equals to y-axis underscore velocity. Maybe I change that to like, honestly, I wouldn't need an x-axis and y-axis velocity yet. I'll just need an image and a position. Position is going to be set to none. Okay, let me add a super dot dungeon init constructor. Okay, image is going to be equal to image. Actually, I might add the super dungeon init later. Let me add if statement first. If my position is none, okay, I'll do something. I'll reassign my position. So that equal to a tuple of random dot rand int. Okay. 50 comma my display is width minus 50. Okay, comma, let me go with the random dot rand int. This is going to be 50 comma my floor dot y-axis minus 50. Guys, I'm just going to make it like a basic game right now, and then I honestly want to play some games as well. It's been a while since I've done that. Rand int. There we go. Then let me go ahead and define a super dot dungeon init. Okay, I have a super dungeon init. Image is going to be equal to my image parameter. Position is going to be equal to position. X-axis underscore velocity is going to be equal to 0 because I don't want my drops to move. Y-axis underscore velocity is going to be equal to 0 as well because I don't want my drops to move. Okay, this is a basic lead, guys. I'm not going to be doing anything fancy. I'm way too exhausted. Okay, let's see. Let me add a few things. Let's see. What else do I want to add? Okay, I'll add a game objects. This thing, so game objects. For my game objects, I'll go with, let's see. Okay, what game objects do I want to add? I'll go with self.hero. My hero object is going to be equal to my hero class. Okay, self.skeleton object is going to be equal to my skeleton class, and I'm pretty sure I imported something that I shouldn't have imported. I didn't. Okay, let me go with a self dot I don't know, dragon class, a self dot dragon object. Also that equal to my dragon class. Okay, and guys, honestly, I might just go back to my solid stuff. Okay, let me add my game loop. Okay, for my game loop, I'll go ahead and create a is underscore running boolean variable. Also that equals to true, and then add a while loop. While is underscore running while the program is running or while is running set to true. Let's see. I'll do something. Okay, what do I want to do? Let me go with a screen dot fill. I'll fill the screen to be a good gray color. I know it should have been blue color, but I'm way too exhausted to like check the RGB for blue color. Okay, and then go with keys equals to pygame.key.get underscore pressed. Okay, let me fix my typo. There we go. Okay, and then let me go ahead and add my collision detection. I don't want to add collision detection, I'm so exhausted. Collision detection for hero and player. Okay. Let me fix my typo. There we go. Okay, so collision detection for my hero. I'm going to define a collision underscore detector function, which is going to be having a few parameters like my hero parameter, my image parameter, enemy. I won't add enemy name honestly. I'll just go with collision flag. Guys, I feel like a little corpse streaming. I'm so exhausted. I'm just done streaming. Okay. Let's see. Let me create offsets since we need offsets for pixel perfect collision. So offset underscore x-axis is going to be equal to, let's see. Self dot. Actually, my enemy dot rect dot x-axis minus my hero dot rect dot x-axis. Offset underscore y-axis is going to be equal to my hero dot rect dot y-axis minus my enemy dot rect dot y-axis. Overlap is going to be equal to, let's see, my hero dot mask dot overlap. Okay, my enemy dot mask at the given offset of offset underscore x-axis and offset underscore y-axis. Okay, and then let me go ahead and add a, let's see, if overlap is set to true, if not collision flag, print boom collided. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, if I collide, I'll set my game underscore over to be equal to false. Okay, let me go ahead and create a game object so that equal to my game class there. Okay, this is honestly basically it. I'm not making this too fancy right now because I'm way too exhausted to do that. Let me go ahead and add a collision detection for player and coin. I'll go and add a few more game objects. I'll go with self.coins, set that equal to a list of my drops class. Okay, this is going to be my drops class. There we go. It's actually drop class, right? Okay, it is drops class. Coins equals to a list of my drops class. Okay, this is going to be my coin image. I didn't load a coin image. Let me go ahead and load a coin image. Coin underscore image equals to pygame.image.load. I'll keep my file path. So game items. Okay, game items followed by the forward slashes followed by, let's see, drops coin image. Okay, since it is a PNG, I will convert it to alpha. There we go. Okay, let's see. Let me add my coin image here. Okay, now let me iterate over my list of that it's just variable for every coin in my game dot coins. Okay, for every coin in my game dot coins, I'll do something. What am I gonna do? Okay, I'll go with coin dot. Actually, I'll create offsets because this is pixel perfect collision. Offset underscore x-axis is going to be equal to coin dot rect dot x-axis minus player dot rect dot x-axis, and then for my offset underscore y-axis, also that equal to. Okay, this is going to be equal to my game dot hero dot rect. That's going to be equal to my coin dot rect dot y-axis minus my game dot hero dot rect dot y-axis. Then let me create an overlap variable, so that equal to my game dot hero dot rect dot mask dot overlap my coin dot mask at the given offset of offset underscore x-axis and offset underscore y-axis. Okay, if the overlap did happen, I'll go with my game dot score. My game class doesn't have a score. Let me go ahead and add a place that says score. Okay, score equals to 0. Let me turn this to an instance variable and prefix it with a score. Okay, and then let me go ahead and create a self.scored boolean variable, also that equal to, let's see, false. Okay, game.scored equals to true because I scored. Game.score increases by 1. I'll add a list of a colon there, okay. Then let me go with the game.coins.remove. Okay, let's see, what do I want to remove? I want to remove my coin. Okay, let me go with the else game.scored equals to false. Let me just check if my stream's going good. Guys, I'm like way too exhausted. Ignore me if I can't commentate. This is not how I usually commentate. Okay, let's see what else. He added collision detection. Alright, I guess I go ahead and add my regular game loop. This was my regular game loop, adding my 2 collision detections here. Let me go ahead and add my event loop. Event loop. So for every event in my pygame dot event dot get, this basically gets all my pygame events, but I look for a specific type of event. If my event dot type equals to pygame dot uppercase quit, I'll set my is underscore running boolean variable to be equal to false. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and add my FPS. I'll go with clock dot take. This is going to be my FPS variable. Let me go ahead and add a pygame dot display dot flip. This basically updates my display. Although pygame dot display or update would work the same as well. Let me go with a pygame dot quit. Lastly, a sys dot exit. Okay, now above my event loop, let me go ahead and let's add a bunch of different things. Like, let's see. Let me go ahead and add my game object details. Okay, my game object details is going to be my game.hero.move. Okay, with the parameters of keys to it. Game.hero.apply gravity, that applies gravity. Let me go with game.hero. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that was pretty much it. Let me go with game.skeleton.automate. That's gonna automate my skeleton. Game.dragon.automate. That's gonna automate my dragon. Next up, let me go ahead and add my graphics. Okay, for my graphics, I'll go ahead and add a game.hero.draw. This draws my hero. Then let me go ahead and add a game.skeleton.draw. That's going to draw my skeleton. And then let me add a game.dragon.draw. That's going to draw my dragon. Now let me draw my coin. So for every coin in my game.list of coins, I'll go with coin.draw. Coin.draw. That's going to draw my coin. Okay, guys, this is honestly almost done. Way too exhausted. Okay, that's basically it. Let me actually draw my floor as well. Draw.rect. Okay, my floor is going to be, the surface will be my screen. The color, I forgot the color for my floor. Let's go ahead and add my floor's attributes. Okay, now I gotta go and check my, my floor's RGB. Let me copy that. Guys, I could like check online and paste and like get my RGB, but this saves a lot of time. I don't have strength to check online. Let me go ahead and add, let's see, my color for my sky as well. That's the RGB for my sky. Let me copy that. Paste it here. Okay, that's honestly pretty much it. If I run the command, there's my player, there's my, why are they, guys, they all just dipped. Let me fix something up here. Let me change that to minus. Okay, why are both above? Get my skeleton down. Position is 0, 0. Let the position be 100, actually 500 by 100. I think it's 500 by 300. Let's go with 400. 405. There we go. Okay. Let me go ahead and add a if statement after my collision detection right here for me to lose. Let's say if okay, honestly, I may have my collision flag. So game.skeleton collision equals to invoke my collision detector. I'll put in the parameters. Hero is going to be my game.hero. Enemy is going to be my game.enemy. Game.skeleton. Collision flag will be my game.skeleton detection or detector. There we go. Okay, I didn't return anything. Let me go ahead and return false. I mean, return true here. And return false here. Okay, there we go. Now let me go ahead and delete that. Okay. If game.skeleton detection, if that is set to true, I'll go with screen.fill. Okay, honestly, I'll just go with screen.blit. I want to blit my loose screen UI with the given depth of 0, 0. Guys, I'm not even gonna bother adding a win statement right now. I do not have the energy at all. Let's go with else. Else I do all this. Everything before my bench loop is going to be indented. Okay. If I collide, I lose. Bop. I could add that with my dragon as well, guys, but I'm way too exhausted. Honestly, hi, how it is Sachin Gaming. I appreciate you joining the stream. Guys, and I apologize, I don't have any energy to like stream right now. It's way too exhausting. I've already actually streamed like a 3-hour stream in my like actual channel's Python video. But this stream was initially meant for my college stuff, like me learning my college stuff and everything. I got distracted. And I do like gotta go because I gotta wake up early for college tomorrow. I might actually stream like vertically and horizontally at the same time tomorrow. So I might actually end my stream right now. Well, that's probably basically pretty much it for the stream. If you guys enjoyed the stream, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like helps my algorithm. Sharing makes you smile, and subscribing is like a cherry on top. I'll catch you guys in the next live stream or video. Peace. And guys, I was like a dead corpse in this video. Okay, let me